Good morning, everyone. Today is December 18th. It is my baby boy Finley's 12th birthday, and welcome to a new edition of the Purpose-Driven CEO. Today on the Purpose-Driven CEO, we are going to talk about the strategy of generosity. It's really generosity as a differentiator. It's a wonderful way to live, but it is also a tremendous advantage whenever you are leading an organization and trying to build a culture. And as a purpose-driven CEO, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build an organization, whether it is our family, our community, our church, our school, our business. We're trying to build an organization that is about more than just money, because my belief is that now more than ever, people are looking for more than money. They really want to make a difference in this world. And so when we can create this type of an organization and culture, it actually creates tremendous abundance for us. At the same time, it makes our work and our life so much more fulfilling. So before I jump into the generosity strategy, I want to talk to you a little bit about a buddy of mine who absolutely lives this each and every day. AJ Aaron Johnson here in Tulsa is just a remarkable guy, and he's led the Dream Center here. He's always been a huge giver, but most recently he has taken on a cause of being the founder and CEO of Oasis Fresh Markets. It is the first fresh grocery store, fresh supermarket in North Tulsa in many, many years. The community there needed this type of thing very, very badly. It was impossible to get others to come into the community to open up a store. They felt it was risky because of some past issues there, and AJ has absolutely put it all on the line. So I want to encourage you to go to oasisfreshmarkets.net or just Google Oasis Fresh Market Tulsa, and you will see what I'm talking about. He has a foundation where you can donate to assist those clients of his that just can't afford groceries and fresh food, and so they are able to provide that for free, and we can donate into that and help these individuals live a much, much healthier life. So AJ, I'm so proud of you, and you really personify what we are talking about today. Now, what crystallized this topic for me was yesterday I was going around to all of our different banks and I was delivering Christmas bonuses, and I stopped in our operations division and to say hi to everybody, and I was visiting with Tammy, our manager there, and I was complimenting her on how well she had attracted talent into her department. And unfortunately, a number of her employees have gotten promoted out of that department, and so she's having to backfill, and she just seems to bring great people in over and over and over. And she said that even in today's environment, when nobody can find people, she said, it's easy for me to find great talent when you work somewhere that everybody wants to work. And it got me thinking. She said she's had 10 applicants for her last job offer because we have a culture where everybody wants to come work. And so I was thinking about, why is that? What do we do that is so different? Well, we love our employees and we give them input, and I think we treat them very, very well. But I think the biggest part of that is we try very hard to be generous. And I want to talk to you about what the Bible says about generosity. And we think about this in terms of giving in church, but I think there is much, much more to this. In Acts 20:23, Jesus himself actually said that it is more blessed to give than to receive. In Luke 6:35, it says, "Give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For with the measure you use it will be measured back to you." So the more we give, the more we will receive. And then finally, Proverbs 11:24 and 25 says, one gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. Whoever brings blessing will be enriched, and one who waters will be himself watered. So the Bible is very, very clear that the more generous we are, the better that we will do. That's not why we are doing it. We are doing it because it feels good to be generous. It's the right thing to do to be generous. And you see all throughout the Bible, Jesus talks about the concept of living water, that as long as blessings continue to flow through you, as people bless you, you bless others, and it becomes kind of a living, moving water, that will continue. But whenever you stop the blessing, you receive a blessing, but you don't pass it on, that water becomes very stale, and all of a sudden the blessings will stop flowing into your life. So I want to talk with you this morning about how we practice a generosity culture at Regent Bank. And I'm just going to lay out all of our secrets here. And even if you're a competitor to ours that's listening to this, I encourage you to do these things, because one of the beauties of having an abundance mentality is that you believe that you can give to others, including your secrets and ideas, and those blessings will be returned to you. We don't live in fear that we need to hide our good ideas. We believe in sharing them with others. So let's talk a little bit about how to be generous. So first of all, your mindset has to be, I want to focus on others more than myself. If you are sitting around all the time being stingy and thinking about what's in it for you, you cannot execute on this strategy. You have to focus on others, and it be very, very genuine. So there are lots of ways that you can be generous within a workplace culture. So let me start with being generous with information. We believe that complete transparency is important in a culture. So for us, we have complete financial transparency. So our employees know at all times how we are doing financially. Now, we do not share salaries. That is a little too far. But aside from sharing other people's salaries, we share everything else. We share overall salaries for the organization, but we share every number, every goal, how we're doing in every department. And this just helps people to have a buy-in as to what you are doing. We also share all strategies. So a lot of organizations are secretive, and the people at the very top know what is going on, but the other employees do not. We do not believe in that. We believe that every employee should know what we are focused on, where we are going in the future, what our strategies are, and we share all of these in a monthly employee meeting that we have, as well as on a Tuesday talk, which is a weekly kind of huddle. And so we're constantly sharing everything that is going on in the organization with everybody, so they don't have to worry about, are we being completely honest and transparent with them or not. Now, clearly, we also share financially. So let me talk a little bit about what that looks like. And I'm going to start with employees. How do we bless our employees? First of all, every time we grow by a certain amount, for us, it's $100 million in assets. The employees get that number in a bonus. So when we reached $100 million, everybody got $100. We are really close to reaching $1 billion and everybody in assets, and everybody will receive $1,000. Well, that's $1,000 times 160 employees. That's $160,000. So it is not cheap, but here is why it's so important. It gives us all a reward for growing. It's not just a few people getting the reward and others viewing it as just extra work for them to do. So a $100 million award has been very, very successful for us. All new employees have flowers or some type of gift delivered to their home with a note saying how excited we are that they are joining our organization. A wonderful way to start. The snack snacks at the bank. So in the bank, we have pops in the refrigerator, we have coffee, we have snacks in the cabinet. All of those are totally free, and no one is expected to put $1 or 50 cents or whatever into a cup to pay for those. I just believe that we are wanting more productivity out of our employees. If they need refueling, we should pay for that. And if that's the difference between Regent Bank surviving and not surviving, us putting dollars into styrofoam cups in the door, then that is on me. So we provide snacks freely. We provide healthy snacks. We provide good snacks, and they are always free to the employees. We have a stakeholders program that is a profit-sharing program. It's very lucrative for the employees. We have an employee benevolence fund where if an employee runs into a temporary financial problem, then we offer them assistance in the form of grants. They don't have to pay these back, and they call our local Tulsa Community Foundation, get a 1-800 number, call a 1-800 number, and anonymously apply so we don't even know that they have applied. That's up to $1,000 each. Every employee receives gifts from us on their birthday and on their anniversary. Every employee receives cash bonuses and an extra 2-week sabbatical on each 5-year anniversary. So if they stay with us 5 years, they get this little extra perk every 5 years. We have a Regent Star Award where we reward our Employee of the Quarter and Employee of the Year. We have a Christmas bonus, as I just mentioned, and I always hand deliver those to every single employee. I drove 672 miles a couple of days ago to visit every single location, and it was the best day of the year for me. And then probably the most important thing that we have done is sharing in the ownership of the bank. Our owners have allowed us to provide ownership opportunities to our key employees, and so we have a significant ownership program where our key people also own the bank and can take advantage of what they are building financially. Now, for our clients, we try to be very generous as well. So, and this is really more with information. So we provide them with new ideas in our monthly or quarterly program. So Regent Elite is a very special program for our VIPs where we bring in world-class consultants and trainers to help them with their business. We have tons of VIP events where we allow our best clients to network. We are constantly sharing new ideas and information via email when we see good opportunities. We have a Regent Investment Club for our VIPs to invest in other private equity type opportunities that they might not have access to. And we're just always trying to think of what can we do to help our clients become more successful, whether they do more business with us or not. We don't care. We just want to help them. The community, we try to pour a lot back into the community, both in terms of financial resources, time, and ideas. And so we have community service goals. We would like for every Regent banker to participate in at least 2 outside activities. We have 3 free events that we put on in every one of our communities, a nonprofit leadership series where we provide world-class training for nonprofit organizations, the executive luncheon series where we provide great business training for business owners, and then the faith and business series where we business owners share their testimony and their faith story, and it's designed to encourage business owners to make it through very difficult times. We provide things like this podcast, which are totally free and lay out all of the things that we think we know that we can share. I served as the Secretary of Commerce for 3 years in a mostly unpaid role just to give back to the state. And then obviously donations are a very important part of what we do as well, and we give hundreds of thousands of dollars into our community. So finally, we try